So, I'm a fairly bombastic person, but I like to get my ideas out, whether they're good or bad. I like to say them so at least I can hear myself talking. Other people hear me talking. They get to thinking. How do I persuade them to do the right thing? Usually they take me out to lunch. And I sit down and I'm talking, and they're like, at the end of the day, Kevin, you are in favor of education. You said education's mandatory. You know that the kids need a place to sleep, and you know they need a place to sit when they're not home. And school's for that. School's for sleeping on your desk. School's for having a place to go when you ain't at home. Kind of like daycare or, production of knowledge. Kind of equally both. They told me you're actually in favor of schools, and I said I fucking know that. I love school, and they said, Kevin, you've been out there navigating our roads, not just out into Nellen, but every road. You've been up and down every single road in this county, and I'm going to take you plan by plan through why we need over $1 billion in the next 20 years to fix the fucking roads. And I said, wait. It's over 20 years? You guys think that 1% of all the money in Marion County being spent over 20 years is going to add up to be $1 billion? It's going to be $50 billion. You don't know how to do math. And I said, we know how to do math. We don't know how much money whoever's up in Washington is going to print. And I said, I get that. So how are you dealing with it? And I said, well, we're taking a pessimistic route. We're assuming there's going to be growth, but we're assuming there's going to be inflation. We're assuming that they're basically going to cancel each other out. And I said, shit, that's way more pessimistic than I am. I know that growth is going to beat inflation. I know that people are going to come here in the hundreds, in the thousands, in the tens of thousands, in the hundreds of thousands over the next 20 years. And they're like, well, yes, so do we, but we can't plan for such good things. We have to plan based on pessimism. And I said, I do the same shit. Okay, so we're going to have way more money than you're thinking. And they're like, yeah, we're going to have way more money than we're thinking. But we need that money to fix the roads because there's going to be hundreds and thousands and tens of thousands and hundreds of thousands of people coming here in the next 20 years. And I said, well, if it's a 20-year plan, if you guys are putting the commies to shame with their 5-year plans, I'll support it. I know that kids have to go to school. I know that we have to buy fire trucks because E1 needs money. I know the sheriff department needs helicopters. But most of all, I know there's way too many people on the roads. And I don't believe this hippy-dippy nonsense that the way that you make the roads flow good is to have single lane roads and nobody has cars. I'm a realist. I know people are going to have cars, and thank God over the next 20 years, those cars are going to fucking drive themselves. So it's not going to be old people in line, not going when it's green, looking for a different color green before they start hitting that long pedal to make the car go zoomy zoom. I know that if we make more lanes and we have automated cars, that things are going to be awesome. That we're going to be able to get to Nellen in like 8 minutes versus 2 hours. So what I'm doing is after they took care of me, made sure that I had more food in my belly than I personally am going to pay in sales tax in the next few years, I thought, you guys can vote for the taxes. You guys can pay the taxes. Also, the foreigners, the people from outside of the Kingdom of the Sun, let's try and bring them here at least to spend a night in a hotel and then spend sales tax on food. Need them to be spending sales tax and coffee at the Circle K. I basically switched my positions, and this is normal and proper, and you should do it too when the facts change.